So Pokemon Go new season has just been announced and it's called Timeless Travels, and with it comes a whole lot of new bonuses, new raids, new events, and so on. So without any further ado, let's dig into it. So what to look forward to this season? So we're going to be starting with the Sinnoh Tour, the Pokemon Go Tour, which is most likely going to be the Sinnoh Tour, which is just going to be announced in about a couple of hours from the moment I'm recording this video, so definitely stay tuned for that. Next up, we have another info about like Pokemons from the Hisuian region joining the game. So we already got the confirmation through the trailer of Weirdeer as well as the Hisui starters, and there's definitely or probably going to be a few more Pokemons that are going to be joining, since this is like the Timeless Travels season, so look forward to that as well. Then we have a few more indications that there are going to be a whole lot more events focused on not only party play but as routes in Pokestop showcases as well. So these are three of the most recent additions to the game, so they're definitely going to be keep on doubling down on them per se. And then for season highlights, we'll have Timeless Travels Expedition Access. Basically what this means, and to pretty much resume all of these 3 to 4 lines of text, is that at the beginning of each month of the season we're going to be able to buy a ticket which are going to, offer us not only a few more items but probably a few more bonuses. We'll have to wait on more details on these, but it's basically what we've already gotten on the past season. Then next up we have community days, which all have been confirmed already, especially with the catch-up community day starting on December 16 and going on to December 17. This is basically going to be a recap of all of the Pokemon community days that we've already gotten, and we already have all of the details for that as well, which we can go through quite fast. So it's, as we just said, December 16 to December 17 from 2 to 5 p.m. We're going to have a whole lot of bonuses like 2 times XP for catching Pokemon, 2 times Stardust, and so on, and yada yada. There's definitely going to be a video from me covering those a little later down the road to be a little bit more specific about it. Then obviously the featured Pokemons are going to be the 2023 Community Days Pokemons, like the Slowpoke, the Togetic, Chespin, Fennekin, and so on. So these are going to be featured in different batches per se. So on December 16 we're going to get, as we were just seeing, Slowpoke, Togetic, Chespin, Fennekin, Noibat, and so on. And then on 17 we're going to get the basically like the second half of the year, which is going to be Poliwag, Wooper, Timber, Axew, Froakie, and Grubbin. Then, which is going to spice things up a little bit, at the end of each hour during the last 10 minutes, we're going to be able to get one of these Pokemons down here, like Charmander, Squirtle, Mareep, Swinub, and Larvitar. So it's definitely something else to look for other than just the Pokemons that have been featured on the 2023 community days. Then on both raids and eggs, on 2km eggs that is, we're going to get the 2022 community day Pokemons. So like, well, as you just can see, Sandshrew and so on, yada yada. So it's definitely going to be something else to look for other than just the regular spawns, and it's going to be on 2km eggs as well. So I mean, that's going to be pretty decent. Okay, with half the hatch distance, that's going to be like 1 kilometer per each egg. So if you're just going to be walking around, you're going to be able to hatch a whole lot of those. So later down the post, obviously, since we're going to get the community days Pokemon, we're going to as well get the community days attacks, and that's going to be pretty much for all of the Pokemons that are going to be showing up, like Charizard, Blastoise, the Slowbros, Ampharos that we just got on the Mareep Community Day Classic. So there's definitely a few Pokemons in here that have really good attacks that do make them a whole lot better Pokemon, so definitely look out for those. A good example is Tyranitar with the Smackdown for the Rock type moveset. Then we have Charizard with the not only Dragon Breath but like especially the Blast Burn, which is an absolutely amazing one. So there's a whole lot more here to look for, but just know that these are going to be happening. So if you want to prepare ahead, just make sure you have a tag where you can just pretty much put the Pokemons that you still need to evolve or that you got outside of the community day later, that like just put them aside, and whenever the community day comes, you just have all of them in one simple tag, and you just can evolve all of them straight away. So yeah, there's that. Other than that, obviously the $1 special research ticket as per usual, a timed research which apparently is going to be awarding King's Rock, magnetic lures, and encounters with Pokemon featured from the past community days, as well as a field research and stickers for the community days, and obviously Pokestop showcases. Be on the lookout at different Pokestop during the event where you can enter Pokemon featuring community day events of 2023. Not sure what to say about that, man. Mareep, Community Day Classic, we got Squirtles. I'm not really sure what we're going to get for this one. But hey, there's that. Okay, proceeding with more details about the season, we're obviously going to get themed stickers, and these are going to be featured Pokemons, obviously, for the holiday season, for Christmas season, or, well, winter. Then we have just a recap of the main events that are going to be happening. I'm not the biggest PvP guy, but do keep in mind that Go Battle League is going to be getting an update or some changes, some things to it as well. As I just said, I'm not the biggest PvP guy, but just know that there's something that is going to be happening to Go Battle League. Those of you that played know quite a bit better than me. There's going to be bonuses involved, Go Battle League week, yada 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 yada. So I just don't feel like getting into this like a whole lot deeper because I'm not really going to be sure what I'll be talking about. But just know that there's going to be that Go Battle League day as well. Then we have the calendar for all of the raids that we already have stipulated for the month of December, which we're going to get into in just a few more seconds. But first up, we're going to look into the research breakthrough Pokemons that we are going to be able to be encountered throughout the season, which are going to be Lapras, Galarian, Weezing, Mr. Mime, Galarian as well, Furfrou, Gumi, and Jangmo-Ho. Didn't change a whole lot of Pokemons, but it's still a breath of fresh air, so I'll take it. I'm not sure about you, but I'll gladly take it. Then if we scroll a little bit more, we're going to see that we're going to be getting some new wild encounters as well, and that includes changes to cities, forests, mountains, beaches, Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere Pokemons. I'm not going to be bothering you going through all of those names, but just know that there's going to be a few changes to the wild spawns, and some of those are going to be looking good. That Gibble and these three, man, Southern Hemisphere, lucky bastards. Then the same thing applies to the Expo, which are going to be getting a few changes from what I can tell. I don't really remember seeing like either a Pichu or a Tyrock in these, so there's that. Then for the 5 kilometers, we're going to have something different as well. 7 kilometer eggs, 10 kilometer eggs, and then obviously the Adventure Sync rewards for those of you that are a little bit more active and do in between 25 to 50 plus kilometers per week. We're going to be getting the 5 kilometers and the 10 kilometer ones as well. Then we have seasonal bonuses, and as you can see, guaranteed Candy XL for trainers of level 31 and above. Absolutely amazing bonus. So if you can do trades on a daily basis, definitely make sure to take advantage of this one. Not only that, we'll get 1 additional candy when trading Pokemon, so it's definitely going to stack up. Then trainers of level 31 and above are as well going to get an extra chance or increased chance of getting Candy XL from in-person 5-star raids. Take it with a grain of salt. We don't know how much the increase is, but an increase is an increase, so that's good, right? Like, come on. Then lastly, increase XP for 7-day Pokemon spin streak and increase XP in Stardust for a 7-day Pokemon catch streak. Definitely something that can add up throughout the weeks, so not going to be complaining about those either. And that pretty much covers it for the seasonal event bonuses and yada yada. But we're not done yet, because we've already gotten the December content update details, and we're just going to get through this really fast because Pokemon Go did an amazing job at, well, basically just resuming all of it for us in just a few photos. So For raids, 5-star raids, we're going to be having Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, and Regigigas with the dates right below it. As you can see, all of those are going to go from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. local time for the specific days. Then for Mega raids, Mega Caesar, Altaria, Aboma Snow, and Glalie. I'm definitely missing a few Mega Stones for some of these, so for me it's going to be amazing. Not sure about Reshiram and Zekrom having any sort of legacy moves, but nonetheless those are amazing Pokemons, in my opinion, amazing shinies, so be on the lookout for those. But there's more though. We already have the raid hours defined for those two. So for Reshiram it's going to be on December 6th, Zekrom on the 13th, Kyurem on the 20th, and Regigigas on the 27th. Do keep in mind as well that we're also going to be getting Shadow Zapdos appearing in raids throughout the month of December during the weekends, so that's going to be around 4 to 8 days. Not really a whole lot for us to get ourselves a shiny Shadow Zapdos, plus with like so many other amazing Pokemons that are going to be spawning on raids. But then again, Shadow Zapdos is going to be back. Then we have Spotlight Hours for the month of December. We're going to be starting with Phoebus on December 5th with the double catch candy, then Seal on December 12th for the double transfer candy, then we'll have Snorunt on December 19th with the 2x evolution, and lastly Vanillite on December 26th with the double catch Stardust. Do keep in mind that Vanillite is going to be a new shiny that is most likely going to be introduced, as we already have the info there, so do keep that in mind. It's going to be amazing, it looks amazing, and it's a good opportunity to get ourselves our hands on a newly released shiny. And then the events, it's the last thing that we're going to be talking about in this video, but let's just get done with it. Raid day is Hisuian Samurott. If that has already been confirmed, it's happening December 3rd from 2 to 5 p.m. It can be shiny, it will have increased chance of being shiny. Usually the increased chance for these days is of 1 in 10. We get up to 6 raid passes that we can use, so we have pretty good chances of pulling a shiny. Well, it doesn't always happen, but it's going to be there, okay? So we can receive up to 5 additional raid passes, so if you didn't do a raid on the previous day, well, you can just add up that pass to your limit of 5, or so you can get up to the 6, right? And then the remote raid limit will also be increased to 20, so there's that if you're a remote raider. And lastly, to this event, if you are down to spend an extra $5, you're going to be able to get an 8 additional passes from spinning the photo discs, up to a total of 14, increased chance to get Rare Candy XL, 2x Stardust from raid battles, as well as 50% more XP. So it's going to be a newly released Pokemon. It's going to be amazing. It can be shiny, but we'll see how good Hisuian Samurott is going to be. But nonetheless, new Pokemon can be shiny. It's going to eventually be amazing. Next up, we'll have along the routes from the 5th to the 8th, Catch Mastery Ice on December 9, Adamant Time from December 11 to the 15th. Then we'll have the Community Day that we've already talked about. Then December 18 to the 25th, Winter Holiday Part 1. On December 23rd, Raid Day Weirdeer, which we still don't have the info for, but those are usually pretty equal. Okay, they're always kind of like the same, so do expect the same bonuses as we're going to see on the Hisuian Samurott one. Then December 23rd and the 24th, Winter Wonderland. And lastly, the last event of, or the last part of, for the event of the year, from the 25th to the 31st, Winter Holiday. Well, I guess that's it. That pretty much covers it for both the season and the month of December. Let me know what you think about all of these awesome things, in my opinion, that are coming into the game. And yeah, best of luck with all of the hunts. See you guys on the next one. Peace.